What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about a little bit more of a serious subject. Uh, so this I-XRAY thing came out. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, it's in your feed. Everybody's hearing about it. Everybody's talking about it. This I-XRAY thing. And if you're not familiar with what this is, basically, these people took, they have these Ray-Ban glasses, right? And they have cameras built into the glasses, and it hooks up to your smartphone, I think, or something like that. And basically, you can stream from your glasses. And what they're doing is they're streaming from their glasses to Instagram. And they have a bot that's scraping the video for Instagram with facial recognition stuff like a LLM, right? And then it's using all these little details to cross-reference OSINT websites and PIMIs and facecheck.id and different things in order to get real-time data of a person's docs, their personal information, where they've worked, their work history, things like this. And there's a little video going around that's going viral about like these people walking around in the subway doxing people, like just walking up to them and pretending like they know them and stuff. And where, yes, that is a potential security risk and something that's really evil. I don't think that it's necessarily something that you got to worry about because uh, just walking up to a random person and talking to them and doing X, Y, and Z like this, like there's there's no person on the planet that's going to be able to get a good attack strategy for exploiting this kind of data in real time like that. You might be getting the real time data, but what are you doing with it? You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm saying. Anyway, it's time to stop uploading pictures of your face and video of yourself on the internet. I know there's a lot of reasons why people do it, especially if you're a content creator, you're somebody that's trying to put yourself out there. A lot more people are willing to click on a video if you show your face. So a little bit of history of myself. I used to be like a very degenerate alcoholic, and one of my behaviors that went along with it was trolling on Discord and Twitter and doing doxing and running OSINT work on people and using that information against them to try to bait a reaction out of them. Um, like not the greatest stuff on the planet. I'm not proud of it. You know what I mean? We all go through problems in our lives, and sometimes we deal with them in like really stupid ways. For me, it was kind of a release because I would just laugh at these people, and I never really went after anybody that was like a good person. Let's just put it that way. It was always like these crummy sort of people who have like just like bad personalities and they're socially inept. But anyway, I digress. I used to show my face doing this, and we would go into random discords and stuff, and it would bait people in. Just having a person on camera baits people in. So I understand the whole showing your face and this and that, like that's great, but is it necessary? Is it really necessary? I know the majority of the YouTubers and people that I like to watch, they don't show their face. And I'm fine with that. It doesn't bother me because I'm there for the actual content. I could care less what they look like. You know what I mean? And honestly, with all these Linux YouTubers, not all of them are Primogen. You know what I mean? Not all of them are good-looking guys. uh, but I digress. I'm not here to judge people's looks. I'm just saying that it's not important. Um, so anyway, if you think about the history of all this, there's been a lot of very, what do you call it? There's been a lot of utilities to do this kind of stuff. I know OSINT framework right here. This is a good way of having all the different types of search places where you can find these different. You can come in here, look up different types of public records. If you open this up, this gives you a bunch of different things you could look through. You could do like dating apps. You could look through uh, usernames. Uh, you know, uh, what do you call it? These are like the phone number, like white page kind of stuff. You know what I mean? There's a lot of different things. You search for email addresses, X, Y, and Z. So like this kind of attack, this kind of doxing stuff, it's been around for a long time. And I-XRAY isn't what scares me. It's the proliferation of people that are just willing to commit crime. Because we could live in a world where we have a bunch of these really cool OSINT tools, and it's mainly used to find bad actors, and it's used by security companies to help, other companies harden their security and make sure that they don't have all these little gaps where there's places where people can exploit information. But that, unfortunately, that's not how the world works. There's people who like to commit fraud in the world, and there's also creepy people who like to stalk people. So, yeah. OSINT tools, I haven't decided whether or not I think like they're necessary to exist in the ecosystem of the world in order to do good for the world. I don't think they're ever going to do good for the world. Even even in like the idea of like company security and stuff like that. Who are the companies that are paying these security people to come out and do this? A lot of the times they're very evil companies. They're companies that exploit people for data. So they want to hold on to their data with every little bit, every little piece. They probably do stuff in the background that is in a legal gray area that they don't want people to know about. So I don't know. Should we be helping those people out? That's more of a moral question for the people who do that kind of work. Me, I'm just a line cook. I don't gotta worry about it. I just cook the food. I punch in. I punch out. Make sure that my station's clean, and I'm good to go. Um. Anyways, stop uploading your videos and pictures of yourself on the internet, especially if you're kids. Please stop doing that because there's many ways that a child's pictures and videos could be exploited for different things. There's people who will take your kids' pictures and pose as children in order to find diddlers, right? And then exploit those people for money or exploit those people for lulls or whatever it is. Like that's something that I've seen multiple times throughout my courses of trolling. um People will use random. I've spun up complete fake identities online, taking people's pictures and making fake profiles. I never used like the same person's name. I always like made up a name, but in order to make one of these fake profiles believable, you have to have a whole set of pictures of the same person. You can't just have random photos of random people up there, right? I'm not proud of any of this behavior. I'm past all of it. I think it's trash. It, is not in good form for me. But yeah, the smart glasses. I wouldn't be too worried about this. They did this whole thing where I want to point this out too. They're like, "Oh, we like we're not going to release the app, but we're going to tell you how to make it." Basically, we're going to tell you what the back end, what we use for our database stuff. We're going to tell you where we scraped from, but we're not going to tell you how. We're not going to tell you how. Oh yeah, by the way, you can opt out on a lot of these sites. So that is a silver lining, but at the end of the day, should a person have to? I don't know. I don't know. I guess this is a little short rant, Reno. I don't want to make people paranoid. I just want to point out that you don't have to put your face on the internet. You just don't have to do it. You don't have to. And then you can get your face taken off all these sites, and your security level is going to be way higher. I don't show my face anymore, not because I'm worried about like people making fun of my appearance or whatever. I just lost like 80 pounds, dude, over the course of a year and a half. You know what I mean? I probably look better now than I've looked in a long time. I just don't want my face on the internet because I don't want some AI scraping it. I don't want some uh, people taking my image and using it as their own because that's something that's happened to me in the past. I don't want all this stuff happening. So the less I show myself online, the less ability there is for people to do these things, I guess. Also, the other thing too, it always seems like in a lot of these circles, the people that need to show their face are usually the people that are starving for attention. I've gotten enough attention in my life. I've gotten the good type of attention. I've gotten the bad type of attention. I've got swatted, death threats, people trying to get into my accounts, all this stuff during COVID when I was like, I was streaming on this one site, and the site, it was popping off. I had a few streams where it was like 180, 200, 130, like decent sized streams. I was on the front page of this site a lot, and all it did was, with my face being there, it brought me mad negative attention, dude. There was people doing all sorts of stuff. Actually, some of it was funny. I'm not gonna lie. I did collect like a lot of the memes and stuff. Cause I would have an open Discord, and people would come in and just argue with each other, and it was like kind of like clandestine Discord, like semi Jerry Springer esque sort of screaming matches and stuff like that. So it was like people were drawn into that, and it drew in also like the more bad actor, the more malicious people, the people they have a set of tools and everything's a nail, right? You know what I mean? They're just looking for a way to like use these little exploits against people to, like, I guess, prove that they're good at what they do or something. I don't know. I'm past all that though. That was all stuff that happened, during COVID and all that. Yo, it's really weird. I when I got away from all that too, like my whole perspective on the world, it was just so much better. I also like got off of social media for the most part. You know what I mean? I still obviously upload stuff on YouTube, but yeah, there's no need to have your face on the internet. Anyway, that's enough of me ranting. Keep yourself safe, keep your children safe, keep all your friends and family safe, get them off the social media, you know what I mean? Get their faces off the social media, get the videos down, you know. And I'm not saying you shouldn't take photos or videos, but have them private, you know what I mean? You don't need to post them for everybody. You can have a hard drive with all your best. Hell, you could have a little PC that all it does is just loop all the videos of all your family and pictures, and then just have it up on a screen in your house all day if you wanted. You know what I mean? You don't need to do this. And I think a lot of it too is like attention, obviously. But I don't know. I'm starting to rant even more about this. Anyway, if you like the video, please like, comment, share, subscribe. If you want to ask me any questions about privacy and stuff, like I have a pretty good grasp on all of it, yeah, feel free to hit me up in the comments. All right, boys, have a good night, or have a good day. Later.